Are you one of those lucky sales managers who has got a HYPO sales team? And by HYPO, I mean high potential sales team. Are you one of those sales managers who has worked hard to create a team which has got very successful pack of salespeople? And now, are you facing the challenge of how to build a team out of a set of high potential salespeople? Hello friends, my name is Sanjay Singh and I'm your sales coach. And I have often encountered this as a big challenge because most sales managers first have a dream that, oh God, please give me salespeople who are very good in their job. And then one day God listens to you and rewards you with salespeople who are high potential. Now the challenge is, how do you manage a pack of high potential salespeople? Because it's one thing to have great salespeople with you, but it's another thing to manage them together. And this video today, I'm going to talk about how to create a winning sales team out of high potential salespeople. And it reminds me of the commando training in Indian Army, where every soldier who has enrolled himself into a commando training, or rather who has been selected for the commando training, is capable. Every soldier is brave, is hardworking, is powerful, but then what is very important in a commando training is they should all gel together as a team. Because if you don't gel together as a team, your high potential will get wasted, isn't it? So what do you do as a sales manager if you are leading a pack of high potential salespeople? First things first, there is no substitute to discipline. Anything which has to be successful in life has to have 90% dose of discipline and 10% dose of skill. Having assumed that you already have skillful set of people, I'm sure you're not working towards adding further to their skill set. But your role, you have to play a great role in adding to the discipline norms of your sales team. If you have heard of a Roman Empire called Spartan, and it's actually so famous that we say Spartan Discipline. So we actually look for Spartan discipline in sales team where everything is to the core. And the beauty about this discipline is that you don't enforce a discipline out of rules and regulation, but you enforce this discipline because every member of your team understands the purpose behind this discipline. And this is where the tricky part is, because it's a very simple thing as a manager for you to for you to share a list of do's and don'ts as a discipline to your sales team and expect that your sales team should follow it. Well, it doesn't happen like that. The purpose behind everything that you set in your discipline has to be understood by your sales team. And I just give you an example. I have seen this Indian Army training. And when this young cadets, they work at National Defense Academy in Khadakwasla, these are all youngsters who have just gone out of class 11 and have joined Indian Army for their training at National Defense Academy. So one of the part of discipline is that if you are late even by 1 second, and I mean it, gentlemen, 1 second, you will be sent on a roll of the entire campus, which is something which is very taxing on you. But the officer explains to every cadet that why 1 second is important. And there are sessions where every cadet is explained that 1 second can make a difference between your life and death. And right from NDA, the cadets are trained about the importance of that 1 second. To an extent that by the time they pass out of National Defense Academy, from their heart, they understand the importance of 1 second. So if you understand what I mean by enforcing discipline or by teaching discipline, And as a great sales manager of building a high potential sales team, don't try to enforce discipline. Try to empower your team with discipline. Now let's assume that you have done it and your team is disciplined. The second very important input for you as a sales manager is learn to create a belief system in your sales team. Because at the end of the day, the sales team is bounded together by a belief system. And any belief system in the world can be argued. It can be debated. There could be pros and cons for any belief system in the world. But any winning team in the world, whether it is cricket, whether it is football, whether it is army, whether it is navy, you tell me any winning sales team and I'll tell you the belief system that they work on. Do you have a belief system with your sales team? Have you worked out on a belief system? And when I say a belief system, what am I talking about? So let's say that you have a belief system that every time you meet 10 new prospects, you will get 1 new customer. Now that's a belief, isn't it? Sometimes you might meet 10 new people and get a new customer. Sometimes you might meet 8 and get a new customer. Sometimes you might meet 12 and get a new customer. But the team believes that on an average, if they keep on meeting 10 new people, they'll keep on getting 1 new customers. And the belief is so strong that it has gone to the level of mathematics from the level of emotion. Do you have such belief systems with your team? And this is just one example. There are many more such beliefs on which your team can work. So do you have a common belief system? And this becomes more important when you're handling high potential salespeople, because every high potential salesman will have his or her own belief system. And unless you bind them together in a team belief system, you might have a pack of people who are great individually, but do not gel well as a team. And if they don't gel well as a team, you fail as a sales manager. My third important thing that I always advocate for building high potential sales team is do not try to challenge high potential people amongst themselves. Don't try to challenge a Ram who is high potential with a Shyam who is a high potential. Why? Because both are high potential. If Ram is 98 out of 100, then Shyam is probably 99 out of 100. Now, if you challenge a 98 out of 100 against a 99 out of 100, the best that you will get is 100. Am I right? Why not challenge Ram against Ram and Shyam against Shyam? So when you're handling high potential sales team, it's a good idea to challenge each salesman against himself or herself. Right? So your incentive program, your compensation toolkit, your target setting, your demand forecasting, your territory allocation, your product category allocation, and so on and so forth. Everything is very, very customized to each salesman as a case study. So don't look at the team targets, look at an individual target, and the sum total of individual target becomes your team target. Because high potential people will have their own nuances of getting to the market. So you might have a high potential salesman who is a very good hunter, but not a very good farmer. You might have a high potential sales manager who is a very good farmer, but an average hunter. Now, if you are having the same technique through which you are trying to make both of them work, they will not fail, you will fail. So, try and challenge each individual against the individual rather than trying to have a team challenge. It doesn't work with high potential teams. Taking this further, it is always very, very, very important that the high potential team should have a purpose which is what I call superordinate goal of the team. They should have a shared value system. Each one of them will have their own values, but there should be a team value system. It reminds me that when the Uri attack was decided by the government of India through Indian Army recently in Pakistan, there was a purpose. And the purpose, which was very well defined, which subsequently came out in the media and all of us read it, The purpose was not to just go and attack. The purpose was very clear that go, attack, and come back safely. We don't want casualty. You have to come back safely to announce to the world that we can conduct a surgical attack. So remember, the purpose there was surgical attack and not attack. The refinedness of the attack and not just destruction. That's the purpose. And the more clear you are with the purpose of the team will always continue to gel together as a high potential team and continue to give results to all of you. Having said all this till now, handling high potential sales team, don't hold yourself back. Don't try to fix their upper limit, because you know it very well that there is no limit. In fact, for high potential salespeople, even sky is not the limit. So if sky is not the limit, then why are you trying to give them a limit? Don't give them a limit. Give them a bottom line. When you're treating normal sales team, you give them the top line. When you're dealing with high potential sales team, your language should always say, friends, this is the minimum that we want to do, and the rest I leave to you. Because high potential sales teams have their tendency to fix their own top line. You and I cannot think about the top line as much as the salespeople can do themselves, because they are high potential. So next time you do target setting and demand forecasting of high potential sales team, tell them the poverty line. Tell them the minimum that you are expecting and leave them for the maximum. And that's the only way you can harness the power of high potential sales teams. There are many more things that I want to discuss with you on high potential sales team. This is just an introductory video. I request all of you to go down, click on the bell icon, subscribe to my channel, and feed me back with your own experiences with high potential sales teams. And I'm looking forward to conduct a masterclass on high potential sales team handling. So based on your comments and feedback, I will share a free ticket with all of you to participate in the upcoming masterclass, which is focused and curated for handling high potential sales team. So look forward to have you as a subscriber to my YouTube channel, and looking forward to interact with you on many more such videos through which you and I can talk about handling sales teams, handling high potential sales teams, and harnessing the best results possible from the sales team. For now, take good care of yourself and make the world feel proud that they have a sales manager like you in their system. Bye-bye.